Hi and welcome to day 8 of my Inktober Tangles 2024 challenge. I'm Lisa of Wee Crafty Crow, and today I'm going to be drawing ConneSSes, which is by Diana Schreur, and she is a Certified Zentangle Teacher. I think I've pronounced her name correctly, I hope I have anyway. So I'm going to get started with this one. This is not the most straightforward one for me. For some reason I always kind of find this one a little bit more tricky, but if you just try to do things slowly, the slower that you kind of approach it, the easier that it'll actually be. So you're doing S shapes, and then the idea is once you've done your S all around, you'll end up, you see there's a triangle in there. So once you've got 3 S shapes in a kind of 3 of them together, you're going to thicken out certain parts of that tangle, just where the loopy bits are. And then we could add in a little dot, which is on the step outs. And then I think what I'm going to do is just put a kind of little bit of hatching in here. So this is the kind of more, this is a basic version of the ConneSSes shape, which is not too challenging, but I've seen other ones where they just look more like a kind of abstract. They're all kind of joined up to kind of make wiggly lines that are made up of all the ConneSSes. They're almost like lots of flowers together, and I find that one a little bit more challenging. So I think that's a tangle, to be honest, that I'll kind of play with, like kind of off camera, and then I'll share the results of that once I actually get the hang of it a bit more. But it just goes to show that you can be a Zentangle teacher and still not quite have the grasp of doing some of the tangles just as easily. Sometimes it just takes a bit of practice. So once I've done this bit of it, that's the basic ConneSSes tangle, but I'm just going to go in here as an embellishment. I'm going to aura around the outside here. That's what Maria is always saying. Maria, for people who don't know, is one of the founders of Zentangle, and she always says if you don't know what to do next in your tangling, do an aura. And even that simple step can just add some extra something to it. So now I'm going to go around on this outside aura that I've just created. I'm going to draw Knightsbridge squares, just alternating around this aura with inked in squares and squares that are not inked in. So we're now at the end basically of this ConneSSes shape. So I think what I'll do for the middle section is where I've got these S loops, I'm just going to add a little bit of graphite just on the insides of them. And then I'm going to add a bit of pencil line outside this aura. And because this pencil line is quite narrow, this ink aura is so narrow, I'm just going to add some white chalk pencil inside rather than putting in some graphite as well. I don't want to get it too dark. Just gently smoothing everything out here. Using gentle circular motions just to smooth out that graphite. And I always think, no matter how long I've been tangling for, it's amazing once you start actually shading it, just starts to bring it to life, gives it a whole new look altogether. So once I've finished with the shading, I'm just going round the edge of, on the inside rather, of this aura here. Just following that line around. And that just gives this an extra level of dimension that you didn't have before. And actually I'm just going to leave that as it is. You can sometimes go in with your tortillon or your blending stump and smooth everything out, but I don't actually think that needs that today. So that is ConneSSes by Diana Schreur, Certified Zentangle Teacher. So I hope you enjoyed that video today. If you tangled along with me, thank you very much, and I hope to see you tomorrow for day 9. Thank you.